That's all right.
Okay,
It's gonna be loads of editing.
Hi. Nice to meet you. There's so many stairs, right? You catch your breath, don't worry.
They need to invest in lifts also.
Right.
Let's give him a couple minutes before we start.
Please, let me
Oh, that's great.
That's alright.
That's a dope bag, by the way. I love it.
Nah, I appreciate that, bro.
Wait,
I like
Nice
it, bro.
outfit
I
as well.
appreciate that as
sneakers
well.
Nice
are actually
outfit.
killing me
Forget the
right
sneaker.
now.
No. Trust me. Same here.
Jeez.
Forget the sneaker. It's the idea of the outfit. This is how you know people know fashion. Forget the shoes. Shoes are easy to pick out. You can be like, oh, that's colourful. I'll just rock it. You see what you wear and how it lands. I'm sorry, man. That wins every time. Sneaker is a cheat code. Yeah, come on.
It's good to see people actually understand.
No, I love it. I
appreciate that,
I
bro. I
love it.
appreciate
Yeah,
it, man.
Let's do this.
What's up, guys?
Yeah,
We're in the
yeah.
studio with my guy Banks. You already know.
You know what it is.
I don't have to introduce you anymore, right?
And
we've got. I've been trying to meet you for how long now?
I know, for a minute.
I know. This guy's always traveling, but obviously for good reasons. Do you want to introduce yourself?
My name is Bishop.
Mm-hmm.
I love that name, by the way.
And I'm a saxophonist.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, earlier I was like, yeah, I'm meeting a saxophone player. I was like, no, saxophonist. And I was like, is that even a word? Like, that sounds very weird.
To be fair,
I was like, I need to research this before
colloquially, saxophone player is right, but the
that's
should be saxophonist.
Yeah, it's like saying a drum player. And
It's
drum.
just a drum.
I mean, it's the same.
Yeah,
true,
colloquially,
true,
you're
true.
like,
That's how you say it.
right, yeah. So if you go into those big rooms, those executive rooms, you can't just say drummer. I'm sorry, you can't say drum player. They'll be like, sorry, what are you talking about?
But you've gone on to do amazing things, and that's why we've kind of come in contact because man, it's been amazing to actually like finally meet you and get in a room with you and actually talk to you about your experiences and how far you've come doing what you love. And you actually have your saxophone here too, which I'm very excited about. You're very excited about.
She's excited.
All week, he's like, the saxophone is my favorite instrument. Like,
listen, if you've been watching my videos from the beginning, anyone that knows, I've said if a saxophone was a woman, I'm married. Straight up, you just be like, why is this guy? I'm gone, man. But I can't play it, which is sad.
Yeah.
So why the saxophone for you?
I think it is a very unique instrument, and every instrument is unique. Fun fact: I play 6 instruments professionally.
What?
Yeah. And the saxophone is actually the last instrument I picked up.
This is where you cut.
Yes, like
this is a mad flex. I love flexes like this.
because this is like you've learned like 6 new languages. That's how I see it.
That's right.
Yeah, literally.
Man said fun fact. You know what I was waiting to hear? Fun fact. I actually like do the marathon once a month or something. I said 6.
And then he said professionally.
I looked at him like, oh wow, he can't play even one. That's mad.
No, but it's I mean, it's a blessing, man. I think everybody has got like some sort of gift when they're born into this world. It's a matter of finding what those gifts are, and I think that's what it was for me. My dad is a bishop. That's where I got my name from. Bishop. So I was raised in the church. Okay. So definitely, I mean, it's like no question. You have to get into all of that, and I just took it very serious, and then. And I play, all of these instruments, and there was a point where I was being music directors of churches and playing the keyboard and all of that. So, but sax was the last instrument I picked up, and I just stuck with it because I think it's spiritual.
Very.
The
spirit that roams the building when you start playing sax is mad.
It is very. There's something about it. It's like the voice of the voiceless, if that makes sense.
For real.
You know what I mean? If you can sing or you can play the sax, you can interpret what you want to sing or what you want to, I don't know, what you have inside of you, and the sax will be your voice, if that makes sense. I mean, you can do that with the instrument, but the sax is just very much closer to that.
It's very like emotional.
Yeah.
It says a lot. Yeah, it's true what you're saying.
So that's why, it's the sax for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you learnt in church, and then how did you get to where you are now? Because you are in the Outsiders.
Yes.
And you're touring the world. This guy's very busy. He's booked and busy. So how did you get to the point where you're at this level? Like, who taught you? Did you teach yourself?
Just for the listeners or watchers that don't know what Outsiders are.
Yeah, true.
You have to tell them.
Yeah, so that. Well, I mean, you can explain. Why don't you explain?
Outsiders is the official band for Burna Boy. So I'm the lead saxophonist, and then I arrange the horns as well for the live shows.
Mad. Lead saxophonist. Did you hear that? Yeah, man. So
when you step on people's heads when walking, that's literally
it's funny, man.
So the Outsiders, you basically tour with Burna. You do the live shows, and Burna Boy really focuses on the live music part of his performances.
Yeah, that's right.
He's a huge performer. So yeah, man, I feel like you must be very, very busy. But we're gonna get into that side of it. I want to know who taught you the saxophone. How did you teach yourself?
I'm self. All the instruments I play, I'm self-taught.
Oh, God.
Crazy.
I'm self. I mean, I do have people that I look up to. Obviously, when I started playing,
that's
and all
crazy
that,
talent.
I'm more self-taught.
Do you believe that people naturally have a gift?
Yeah. Like me, I'm a heavy music guy. I love football. I'm a football coach.
Yeah.
I believe one day I'll coach one of the top clubs. But that's not. I can't compare that to what he's doing.
It's a gift, bro.
See the difference is you're right. You just pick up an instrument, play it. You get people towards you just attract people, or you to get into rooms. There's some gifts that will never get into rooms. It will just get you noticed. There's some gifts that will get into rooms.
True.
You get it. So it depends on what kind of gifts you have, because some people have gifts of talking and they host shows.
True.
You know what I mean? Why some people the gift is just for them to sit there and just nod their head, and you're like, "Ooh, that guy's a tough guy," or "That woman is a tough." That's actually a gift. I knew that at the age of 18 because I thought gifts was just things. Playing, because my brother can do the trumpet. He's a music producer. He's good at. I can't do anything. I can only dance, and I'll be looking at myself. I want to do something else. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's a gift. But you're not paying attention to your gift. You're paying attention to other people's gifts. But it's true. 6 for him to pick it up and learn. But that's mad. That's mad. That should be illegal.
Yeah.
They should put a license on that.
Have you ever done one of those what's the genius test? What's the test? The IQ test. Have you ever done one?
Actually, no.
You should do it. I feel like yours.
You
high.
smash it.
No,
You smash it.
I haven't actually.
You smash it. I can even put it to test now. If you were born 10 years ago, how old would you be today?
If I was born 10 years ago.
How old would you be?
Bro, don't see them
I feel
questions.
like this is a trick question. Be careful.
Yeah, them questions.
I'm even trying to think. What? If you were born 10 years ago.
How old would you be today?
If you're born 10 years ago, you'll be 10.
Go on, man. Cheers, baby.
Why was
It's very straightforward, but you have to think because
that's true.
Them things
the first day they asked me, I was at work. They asked me, I went, sorry, excuse. No. You know me, man. That's an Nigerian guy. I said, hey, hold on a minute. Give me a second. Yeah. Ask me again. The man's like, now you're taking time. I said, no. Ask me. I said, I know. She was like, tell me, and I said 10. I was like, okay.
Yeah, where
you can't answer that in a second,
bro. Now you have to think, man. I don't know what goes. There's some questions. These questions these days.
Yes,
you have to think. And my problem is some of them are actually tricky.
Yes,
right?
They are.
And then people in the comment section, they tell you what they answer. As if they were there on the whole set. I'm like, yo, listen, if you were there when they were asking the question,
that's what I'm saying.
Well.
Yeah, you big time flop.
Yeah,
of course. Listen, IQ. Those tricky questions, they're not testing your IQ. It's just how quick you can think. Yeah. But I think IQ test, you will smash it. That's facts.
Yeah, for real.
Facts.
For real.
I'd love to take one at some point.
Anyone.
Let me know the result because I feel like it's gonna be high.
At some point.
Yeah, and you seem highly intelligent, so it's gonna be easy, man. It's gonna be easy.
We're just filling up your whole head, like.
Listen,
he's gonna come out with a big head after this.
Hey, listen. Remember, in this world, I always say, wherever you can get it, take it, and run away with it.
True.
People don't on a good day. Before he came, what were we talking about? Haters. People hating. You know what I mean? No one wants to tell the truth. Me, I don't care who you are. I tell grown men, you look beautiful. They're never gonna hear that somewhere again. We live in a world where people are killing each other. Just tell the truth. Listen, I didn't go shorter or taller when I said the truth. I love his outfit. It doesn't change my life.
Just be nice.
I don't think it will change his life, but it will make a difference somehow. Now he's gonna go into other rooms and understand that, okay, maybe this will change someone else's life if I say this.
That's right.
Do you know what I mean? It's just all about putting things into perspective. But
It's an effect.
yeah, it's just a ripple effect.
It's an
Exactly, exactly.
True.
And
effect.
we need more of that. You know what I'm saying? Because he plays in a band. Just he could see thousands of people.
Do you get
That's
haters?
crazy.
Everybody get it.
Exactly. Even a
like,
homeless man gets haters.
So when I say haters, I mean like, you know, people who are in the public eye, they get like that kind of hate.
Oh,
do you get
okay.
that? Because you're technically famous, but you're like not.
Yeah, I get what you're
like,
saying.
you live.
Perfect.
Do you get what he's like the in between?
You know that's a purgatory.
He's in the in
That's
between because
purgatory in the middle. Just there.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You know what it is? Yeah, I actually would love to stay that way.
yeah, you have the perfect balance.
Because I've seen it. I've seen it all, man.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people just want to be in the limelight, want everybody to know that I'm the guy and all of that. Listen, man, I've seen it, man. It's not all that, man. There's a lot that comes with it.
Yeah,
There's a lot. Now, where I am right now is it's beautiful, man. I just
It's a sofa floor.
because he
complicated.
you understand.
basically like you get the benefits of like fame
Yeah.
because I don't know, I can't speak for you, but I can imagine you go to lovely places, like you get all those type of like luxury benefits, but then you can go to the supermarket and no one disturbs you.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the perfect
I've said
way.
this, guys.
That's the
If you're
perfect
watching,
way.
is the camera on me? That is the perfect place to be.
Yeah, for real.
Where you go into shop, you shop
Maybe
in
we
your
should
test.
start learning how to do saxophone too. Or something. Maybe you can teach us.
No, that's crazy though.
But you know what it is?
That's
I think it's inevitable that it will get to that point where you can't really hide anymore. Because I think it's starting to. I was speaking to somebody earlier this week, and we are just talking about this. And I was like, "Listen, I don't know what's going on." I walked into a place and somebody stopped. It was like, "You know, Burna Saxophonist." I was like.
I say, is this a trick question?
Listen, I was about to say no, bro. But I had to say yes, man. It's kind of a place where, again, it's a ripple effect because she found out, told everybody in the place, man. And I'm now in a place where
people are now.
do you understand? I don't know. I'm not used to all of that yet. You know.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to
you
do,
being
man.
here as well, you know, you
Yeah.
being here is like, you know.
There's an effect.
You're like out there. You're
And
Burna
I've
Boy
said,
Saxophonist.
yeah, and I
People
think
know.
like people like yourself. Sorry to call you
it's fine.
Viv, but people like yourself need to be celebrated more. I know the artist deserves this. I get it. You know, the artist is the one putting it. But I feel like I've always said it. Producers, drummers, saxophonists, pianists, all of that, they need to be celebrated more. If I would have my way to do interviews, it's just gonna be those people.
That's why I wanted to sit down
Honestly.
with you, because you're just as important as anyone else on that stage at that moment, you know, because you're creating the moment, you're creating the music to sound the way it is. So, yeah, man.
Yeah, because if I go on YouTube now and type Burna Boy interview, loads. Technically, if I was to sit down the whole day to like sift and just take down notes, I'm gonna come up with the same sort of conversation he's had with 10 other media outlets. You wouldn't have that from yourself. Do you get it? So it's like, would you rather have a good content or just, oh, I'm sitting with this celebrity, or would you want to chat to someone for real? And that's how I see it. Anyway. So
Because you bring a different perspective. Like, what has your experience been like? How did you even get into the Outsiders, for starters? Because to get on
Good
that
question.
level, and I don't know how that came about. How did it come about?
So it's a long story, but I'll try and cut it short.
The mic.
Yeah, is it not close to my mouth now?
Yeah, I think so.
yeah, it's
Right, that's
good.
about
Yeah.
right. Cool. You would thought I know how to use a mic, right? Oh no, how do I start? So the music director for Burna happens to be like a good friend of mine.
Okay.
Right, he started with Burna. He's Burna's uncle goes to the same church with him.
Okay.
Right, so so when the whole thing started, you know, he just had the connection to build a band, you know what I mean, to put a band together, to work with Burna, you know what I mean. So he just basically just called me after a couple of years and was like, listen, I need a saxophonist to run this thing, you know what I mean. So that was it. We started, and then that was it. I mean, again, Burna is very particular about musicians. So don't just think like he jumps on stage and just sings. He knows all his stuff.
Yeah.
When he releases an album, Burna knows every single thing that's supposed to be played in a song. And that's fact.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
As in like the instruments?
Everything that's supposed to be. We've had rehearsals where Burna was in rehearsal and there's something missing. It will stop the whole thing, man. Like, I'm not hearing this, what's going on.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? So he understands. So to play for somebody like that, you have to understand that he understands music. He's not just a musician. He's just an artist.
Listen, that guy is an artist, man.
Yeah, he understands the rudiment of music. And I don't think a lot of people know that. You know, he actually understands music and every instrument. So.
Again, I don't want to sound like talking down on other people, but come on. How can you not know that about Burna Boy?
No, but like, I don't know, because to the point where he's stopping rehearsal and saying this.
Listen, without him saying this, I swear down, I could sit there and create a script, and he'll be like, "Whoa, was this guy with us?" And I wasn't there. I promise you, I could tell Burna is like that.
True.
When he's performing, have you noticed his body language when he's performing? So some artists are performing like this. Burna slants his body in a way where. Because I study psychology, so that's what I'm picking this up. So so when he's singing and doing his thing, he's feeding off from his band at the same time feeding off from the crowd. Just go watch any of his. You'll be
crazy.
Like, what? How do you? I promise you, it's not like regularly like this the whole performance. He gets like some sort of confirmation from the band as well as he's performing. Just watch him.
That's a new insight. I've never thought about
it. Just watch it. Just go and see.
That is crazy.
Just the next time you guys perform, watch it. Just notice his body language. He doesn't turn his back fully at you. Know? He's like this. He's always like this.
I get what you mean.
It's like, I promise you.
I think I know what you mean. Yeah, that's true.
Trust me, all of Burna.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man.
You need to do IQ test too.
You need to do it, bro. You need to run it.
Probably. Maybe I'll get 0. You never know.
Continue what you were saying. So you basically got in like that, and how long have you been with them for?
With Burna, about 5 years plus.
Oh wow, that's actually.
So when was the band created? I know you guys came together like Avengers. That's sick. I love that. I love how this whole mysterious Avengers movie going up. Like, I'm loving this, man.
I see it like a community. Like
they should have done a documentary
community.
about that. You know.
Yeah, for real.
Damn it! They should have done it. They should have done that. Or maybe there is one coming, no one knows. But they should have done it where they just got people coming together, the outsiders. That would be dope.
Yeah. But I mean, I think it started in the UK.
Oh, really?
So everybody in the band is from the UK. Based in the UK, lives in the UK.
Oh, okay.
Lives in the UK. So the band is grown now to what it used to be. You've got the choir, the percussion side of things. It's a very growing family. You know. Yeah.
Does it feel like family to you? Like,
it does.
I can imagine.
Because they don't. Yeah, that's true, man.
Like
it's crazy.
Family,
So you must spend a lot of time with them because what is your schedule actually like? Because you're doing rehearsals, touring, tell us what your actual schedule is like.
It's a very crazy, very crazy one.
I could imagine.
You know what I realized here? Just on the back of your question, I know we travel a lot. Last year, December, on the 31st, we traveled from Ghana to Nigeria because we had a show on the first in Nigeria, right? And one of our he's a videographer, right? Yeah. Was like, guys, do you know this is our 100th flight of the year?
Wow.
365 minus 100, that's 265. No flying.
Quick maths.
That is crazy.
What was that? It's like your brain was like.
So it's a lot of flight, and to be honest, there's some flight that he wasn't on. So he only found out because of it takes videos of when we go to the airport and all that stuff. And there's some flight that he doesn't go with, or some flight he goes with on bonus
of course.
jet. So and it's quite a lot of those. So which means it's way more than 100.
It's way more.
You understand?
Wow.
So it's kind of crazy when you sit down and think about it. Like, oh wow. And it just it's an avenue for me to just be grateful to God as well, because that's a lot of flying.
That's a
bro.
lot of flying. Imagine the conversation he'll be having with his grandkids in maybe 50 years from now. They'll be like, Dad, I'm flying in my day. You think you've flown? I can just imagine that kind of conversation. Trust me, no one will be able to flex on you. See that table on Christmas Day, you're just laughing at them saying, I'm traveling. You're like, really?
You don't know traveling.
Yeah, exactly. That's mad.
Listen, it gets crazy, man. But in regards to, I'm just saying that because I just remembered, because to me it's still kind of like, wow, that's crazy. Because you don't count.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
never.
count.
You never.
I don't count.
You never count.
So when he said that, till now it's still kind of like, bro, listen, man.
That's a lot.
But that's also like a lot of time. When you think of it as time in your life that you're spending flying, like if you're doing 100 flights, usually in one day, like half the day takes up. Like if you're having a flight in a day, even if the flight is like only 1 hour, it takes up like half your day.
Yeah.
Because you have to go to the airport. Blah.
That's
blah,
over 9 months.
You know.
It's just flying.
Trust me.
That's
Wait,
over
are you sure?
Oh wow.
How?
That's over 9.
100 days.
100 days. You just said something important here. The time.
Yeah.
So we're not doing Monday, Tuesday, like counting as days. We're counting the hours on top of it.
Trust.
We're talking away from where you reside. That's over 9
That's like
months.
almost a third of the
Crazy.
year. You're just literally flying.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
man,
mad.
It's ridiculous. But
Sorry, I thought about something in my head. This is when you can owe someone money. But I'm coming tomorrow. Be like, sure, I'll see you tomorrow. Where's he gone? He's travelled. Whoa, come on. You'll be around for a while,
making
mate.
plans must be very hard.
oh yeah, trust me.
Oh, that's
I think that's what happened. There was as well.
Yeah.
It was. I don't get to make
true.
plans anymore. I do like wedding. I play weddings, so like special packages and stuff like that. So people actually fly me out to do weddings and stuff like that, right? And now I can. So they give me a date, and I tell you, listen, I'll let you know like about a month to that day you've given me if I can do it, because I can't tell them, right? And so it's.
I see.
Yeah,
it makes sense.
So do they give you like a timetable or like a schedule like a month before?
You do get schedule, you do get a timetable, you do, but when you're playing for an artist as big as Burna, a lot of things just comes up.
Yeah.
And you gotta be ready, you know what I mean? It's, I think since playing with Burna, maybe I've missed 1-2 shows.
Who was playing the saxophone then?
Nobody. Nobody.
So you are like relied on, like...
I would say I'm
an integral part of the team, innit?
Part of the team. Everybody's integral. You know what I mean?
But in the sense where you can't downplay. Like if I was
saxophone is a
talking
big
to
part,
someone on road here and they maybe hit me up like, yo, bro, do you know who I am? I'm an important part of a team, like that's the kind of conversation I'll be having. Like you can't be like, I'm just a saxophonist. No, it's proper important. Like that's the way.
But you know what it is? We have like I've got like a horns team, so it's like 3 of us.
Okay.
So even though I'm the lead saxophonist, when it comes to like all the horns part, we play together.
Right.
But then you've got all the solos and all the important part that I do. So if I'm not there, nobody kind of does me.
So if you're feeling sick, it's a problem.
I mean, I got the Nigerian blood.
Exactly.
I don't get sick.
Trust me, sickness is not part of the contract.
Like, or even other people, like they might have like their stomach might be hurting, or they might be feeling like they can't do it, but they still have to do it.
You know what it is? I think it is important for you to do what you love. Because when you do, a lot of things don't matter. I've been sick and I've played before.
I swear, yeah.
Actually, a lot of times.
Yeah.
Because you have to think about it. Because we travel a lot, so you actually do get the jet lagging and everything. A lot of times. Especially when you go to the US.
Yeah.
The jet lag sometimes. So speaking of schedule, so let me give you an example. So if we are doing like we had the tour last year, the US tour last year. and I think it was the whole of July, I think. And it's like, so for example, say we are in, just as an example, so we're in Detroit today. The band, we get to the venue, we do sound check. Sound check can be 1 o'clock, can be 2.
Yeah.
Sound check up all until sometimes 6, 7, depending if the team on ground have done their job. If they haven't done their job, we actually stay onto that sort and do sound check. Sometimes we finish sound check when the show is about to start. We run to the hotel.
Change quickly.
Sometimes we bring our stuff from the hotel for the sound check.
Yeah.
So you're done with sound check. You go back into the dressing room to get changed. You're not going back to the hotel. Finish the show now, you go back to the hotel. Sleep sometimes could be like 2 hours sleep. And you're flying like about 4 a.m., 6 a.m. in the morning to the next city. So you get to the next city now, you're going straight from the airport to the venue. One of the stressful one I can remember, is, I can't remember what state we were coming from. I think it was Detroit. I can't actually remember, but it was to Chicago. So we flew into Chicago straight to sound check. We were there almost for the whole day. Finished sound check. There was no time to get back to the hotel. So everybody had to open their suitcase.
Oh my god!
Some people, they had bathroom in the dressing place. Some people jumped. Some people just did some quick,
Scrub,
some quick thing. You know what I mean? Get changed, then on stage. You know what I mean? And it was funny because before we went on stage, they said, they probably will cancel the show because we're Chicago, man. So there was like a storm coming. So it was kind of like, okay, what do? Do we jump on stage? Do we wait? You know what I mean? But we ended up doing the show, which was calm, and then straight back to the hotel. Hotel for like 2 hours, back to the airport. Yeah. So it gets crazy. I know people say, and people go like, oh, that's calm, you play. But it is a lot of work.
Yeah,
but you
that's
must
the
love
thing.
what you do, though.
I was thinking that because you must be so, you're just as busy as the artist at some points. That's crazy. And I complain about working.
I've got a question. My head runs wild when I see people performing, or the bands and stuff like that, or the entourage when they're with the artist. So when you guys finish playing, obviously, let's say you have like an hour to spare. Do you guys go and eat? Like, okay, this is the question. Do you pay for your food, or there's like this card that is just, this is the outsiders card where anyone can just take it, pay, or you have to pay for it personally?
That's a good question.
It is all it's all well thought through. So what happens is the venue is part of the ride. The venue has to provide food for sound check, for the band, for the artists and stuff like that. And also you've got what you call per diems. Per diems is like your money for the day for food. So every member gets that for food as well every day. So there's a certain amount that's being paid.
Past, So what if I overspend past that?
No, they don't give you no card. You get the money.
Raw. Okay.
I don't want to give you a card. So you can run a card. It's full of Nigerians.
Run it.
The next time you use the card, you're gonna decline.
In popcorn, you run it.
Run the thing.
You just run it, yo. They'll be like, what's going on, Bishop? Man say, I don't know. You don't ask me. That's mad. Man, that's interesting. Because I used to think, obviously you've seen them old mid-2000s documentaries from NSYNC and all these bands. I used to see them just run up on the street. I know it's all for show, obviously. It's just for content. Then we didn't know it was content. We just thought it was before it was live. They're going to shops, they're buying shoes, they're buying clothes, they're buying juice. I'm like, raw, this is looking nice, you know. That's interesting. No, it don't run like that. Don't like that, mate. Oh, man. That's crazy. But outside Burna Boy's, outside the band, the Outsiders, do you tend to like join other artists to do stuff for them? So for instance, now let's say Burna Boy there's no show going, there's no festivals at the moment, and there's an artist that needs a saxophonist. Do you tend to help out, or?
Back in the day, before Burna, I used to do that. Now it's kind of like, I don't know how to put it, man. It's just
like, is there like a contract you can't?
No. Like I told you, it's a family thing, man. So everybody decided to run this.
Just stay.
But to be honest, for me, everything's about standard. You know what I mean? If you're not up to that standard,
It's going to be hard.
Very hard for me to kind of jump on it. What I do though is
that.
I do arrange homes for the artists for their live shows.
Okay.
I've got saxophonists who are other artist saxophonists that I do sort of like.
So
kind of
advise or help them
and stuff like that, and then I play on tracks. So I work like with quite a number of producers.
Oh wow!
I'm out there in Nigeria, everywhere. So I do play like a lot of the tracks that you've heard is.
Tell us one of the tracks.
Some tracks.
Okay.
You know what? That's one thing. Maybe that's why God said, Collins, I'll leave you on YouTube. He knows if I was like an artist, I'll tell the truth.
Yeah, you'll tell everyone.
Yo, Viv, listen, I was on your track because I want people to get credit for stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's like, I would just, I would tell
That's
the truth.
crazy.
I'll be like, yo. But when it comes to other things that depends though. If it's under contract, I can't say anything. I would never do.
Yeah,
obviously.
so you get something like that.
Oh yeah, then that one. I don't ask people things that has been signed. I hate when people do that on the internet. Oh, tell me, man. And the guy said no. There's a reason why he's saying no. And it's still going on. I'm like, you should get a punch on your face. Ask it again, man. But one question again. I know you've seen a different side to Burna. So the whole situation that happened in Nigeria with whatever happened, was it late preparation or something like that? Would you personally, as a human being, of course you're gonna be biased in this situation, but taking out bias from this, what would you think? Who would you think was at fault? Was it the promoter, or you felt like it was the preparation that wasn't right?
It's I want to thread very lightly. I'm a bit small about this, but it's a very good question. Because outside of wherever happens, I mean, outside of I think people ask me that question as well. And the fact, and I say this to everybody, I'm not going to be biased or anything. It's Nigeria just doesn't have the infrastructure.
Oh yeah, we know that one. I know
that's the problem.
Yeah,
this is not the first time that we do a show in Nigeria and it's been late. You know what I mean? We're blessed to travel the world and do shows. Maybe a show is late, maybe 30 minutes, 20 minutes because of this and that, the little things. But never that late.
Okay.
In Nigeria, though, I don't know, man. I don't know what's.
But there's some other shows that they do. It's successful though.
But you have to understand that our production is different.
That's true as well.
The production that we put in place is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was some Western country. Some Western countries actually, the work a bit harder to get it sorted.
Okay.
To be honest with you, so now think of Nigeria.
Oh yeah.
So that's the problem. So
that's actually a decent explanation, to be honest.
No.
It makes sense.
The reason I was asking is obviously he was there. Sometimes you could. I could be working for someone, or I could be friends with someone, and I don't necessarily have to agree with whatever happens. I could tell the truth and say, you know what, it was maybe our fault, we came 2 minutes late, for instance. I don't know. Or no, it's not my fault, the promoter's fault. Do you get it? But I know about the infrastructure anyway, so that one is not surprised.
It's the main problem. I mean, we were there on time. If I can tell you that we were there around 5 p.m. The band to soundcheck.
Wow.
When we got there, people were there. Some people were already there. I mean, the audience were already arriving, right? And we were just there, man. They had an instrument. There was no backline, like there was no cables to plug into, nothing. They had to go and get all of that. Before that came was like 1, 2 a.m. So the old band was already there.
Of course.
Do you understand? If I tell you that since around 5, we didn't go back to the hotel. We couldn't go back to the hotel.
So
we literally stayed. There. We had to send somebody to get everybody's. So we gave our room keys, wrote down where you can get my clothes, my trouser, my t-shirt, wrote it down for the person who's going. So you got one for the ladies, one for the guys, right? So we wrote it down. Open my suitcase. This is the code. This is my room number. This is where my t-shirt is. To go and bring our clothes and shoes. Honestly, that's how we did the show. And to be honest, I said to people, like, I actually don't blame the crowd for throwing stuff. I just thought they went overboard with it.
Of course. Come on. You know about this.
It's just Nigeria. The fact that they were angry, I get it. I would be angry as well. Like I said to you, we got there around 5. Some people already waiting. They were there.
Crazy.
I was going to say, it must have been, I was going to say it must have been very frustrating for you.
Like, oh, yeah.
Crowd aside, but And obviously Burna must have been fuming. Everyone is fuming in that situation. But for you, you know, standing around and you feel like, I can't even help it, this situation. It's out of my control at this point.
The annoying part is the fact that you want people to understand what's going on at that point. Like in that time. But you really can't.
You can't.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like, if you guys really understand what's going on, you'll be sorry for us.
Of course.
Yeah,
but these people, most of them are the people that are not maybe necessarily, they're not as comfortable as we are. Not saying that we are all comfortable. If I was to compare, they're not as comfortable as we are. So their dependence on some sort of distraction is that. So when it doesn't turn out that the way they want it to, they're gonna take out their frustration. They're already frustrated by the government, by a lot of things.
What's going on?
Exactly. So now it's just like, oh, it's him. Let's take it out on him. You know what I mean? So
obviously, as if you're a huge Burna fan, you bought a ticket and this happens, you're gonna be upset.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Do you get what I mean? Like, if it was me, I would be upset too. But you have to have some level of understanding as to why.
Oh no! But you, then again, to play Angel's advocate, because there was a waste man.
I hear that. I support that.
Angel's advocate. Yeah. Some people will be like, "Oh, but Burna's boys' attitude stinks." Blah blah blah. But they're not seeing the perspective of, as a human being, he's already upset that I'll be judged on this. So his frustration is relevant. So a lot of people are not thinking of how he's gonna feel. They film because he's an artist. He's made it. He should be able to just take some, do you know what I mean? Throwing stuff on stage. I'm not gonna lie, I don't rate that. You know what I mean? You can't just like,
bruh, listen, I hear what you're saying. I don't rate either. But you have to understand this in Nigeria, number one.
That's fact.
Like you said, everybody's frustrated, right?
Yeah, very frustrated.
And the fact that for me, we're both from Nigeria, so you understand the meaning of things. Like scientists that people don't take serious around this part of the world.
They do.
Things like, it's the first of the year. How am I starting my year? It's the first
I
of
was
January.
just gonna say,
And people are being like, they're being stood up, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, the old, like, bro, I'm saying, in fact, I'm sure we met some people there, like, they've been there from like 4.
That's crazy.
They were like from like 4. I think we didn't start playing till like 3:30 or something like that in the morning. So people are standing that whole time. So I get the fact that they are throwing stuff, but when you see the band coming on and trying to put things together, just try to understand. It got to a point we had to pack down our stuff because it was just too much. Because if they break my sax now, who's gonna pay?
For real.
That goes back to the money.
Oh yeah, that's a cool question.
Yeah, how much?
Did you buy your sax?
Yes, my sax.
Oh, nice.
How much is a saxophone?
I would say, this is my band. Apart from your own sax, because of course you have your own sax, obviously, because you picked up your sax instead of playing. I thought maybe they'll have like a special Outsiders sax. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. Like some bands do, like the Beatles or whatever, all these other bands. You can see that they have a band where they mess about with, and there's one that's just no one can touch it. So like you have a sax, it's Outsiders, just yours, Bishop sax. Do you have that or no?
Yeah, it's now from the times of the Beatles, a lot of things is changed now. So you got like sponsorship and endorsements, and they just want you to play their instruments on stage. You know what I mean? And then again, when we travel, we don't travel with instruments like that. So, for example, the drummer doesn't travel with instrument, just his sticks. The keyboardists don't. Only myself and the guitarist. We go with ISO because they are very sensitive instruments, if that makes sense. So I'd rather play my sax.
Of course, yeah.
Makes
that's
sense.
You know what I mean? And I've got quite a lot. So I'm able to pick, this is the one. Depends sometimes, you know what I mean? I know it sounds like a flex.
It's a flex. I'm saying,
he's getting used to it now.
He should, bro. Is this camera on me? Are you dumb?
I told you he was leaving here with a big head.
He has to. Bro, from now on, you need to start. You know, there's a way you flex on. You can't even hate. You just be like, oh, it makes sense.
Yeah, man. No. You know what I mean? Okay. The reason why I said that is because a lot of the times I try to change colors of the saxophone, right? Because I'm always in the front, in the forefront as well. So everything has to look the part. So I try not to take the same sax every single time.
That is
probably the same brand, but different kind of color.
That's like
so I use black and all of that stuff like that. Sometimes I make them match my sneakers.
You are lying.
That's the flex I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know the ones that you do it and you're like smiling and you catch one of the fans and you go, yeah, I know.
But how can you change the color? Like I don't understand.
Look, I got different saxophones.
Okay, like what colors are you saying? Like what do you mean?
Saxophone.
I've got full matte black saxophone. It's beautiful. I've got gold. I've got rose gold.
Oof.
I've got a white, and the pads are gold. I've got a
How many have you got?
Let's just say over 10.
Whoa.
And by the way, let's put this into context, please, if you're listening. Saxophones are not cheap.
How much is
I'll
one
leave you at that.
It
saxophone?
depends. So you've got like a beginner saxophone, which are the student saxophones. You've got intermediate, and then you've got the professional saxophone. Professional saxophone, I think you're looking from around $3,000 or what?
I repeat again, just in case you didn't hear. You went to the kitchen, you missed it. He's got over 10. He did the calculation.
You're so dramatic. No, that's crazy. Do you have like in your house? Do you have like a room for your music stuff, like your saxophones and stuff? Yeah, man.
Damn.
I have to.
Yeah.
sorry. I just saw you pop to my head. You're right. You want to come to my house and see my saxophone?
This guy.
Trying to flex on
Such a joke.
Oh, you're lucky I'm not a player.
I want to see it. You brought one today, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we get it out?
Yeah, why
Let's
not?
go. Yeah, man.
Right.
I love the look he gave it.
Yeah.
From distance, yeah, this is nice.
I've been waiting for this bit. Like,
I know you have.
Trust me,
you've
man.
lost
I
sleep
can't wait
as
to
well.
see
You've
this.
lost like 7 hours sleep.
Because I watch your clips, yeah. When we have to shout out your socials as well. Shout out yourself. What's your social media? What's your Instagram?
My Instagram is Bishop Sax, so that's Bishop, and then the Sax is spelled SAXZ, no space. So
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on the screen for everyone to see anyway.
Yeah,
Guys, make sure you go follow him because man, Bishop has got videos of him playing. Woo, look how shiny that is, man.
look at his face.
I saw the love of my life. I saw my long lost wife. Raw.
Oh, this guy.
Saxophone, man. Guys, look. My long lost wife is saxophone, man.
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
See the way he looks after it as well.
It's actually beautiful in real life.
It is.
I've never seen a saxophone this close up. I don't know why.
You know what? I need to do more because I'm a documentary guy. I love documentaries. I need to go watch a documentary about saxophone. Now.
Yeah.
Like who created it? What was the thought behind? And the sounds it produces, like, come on.
You should do that. You actually be very intrigued.
Yeah.
There's a lot. The history is mad. He's just a guy that started just creating. I think he's a woodwind player. Plays quite a lot of woodwinds. And his name is actually Adolf Sax. That's so it was named after him.
Okay.
I love that. Adolf Sax.
It doesn't always look like. It looks very weird when he did it.
When he first did it.
I don't know why I thought it was gonna be bigger. I don't know why.
You've got different sizes. But this is an alto saxophone.
Okay.
To be fair, I think a trombone is part of the family, right?
Not the saxophone.
No, it's not
like a wind.
Wind, yeah. They need to sax. I hate a trombone. It's just unnecessarily big.
Yeah.
Take it out of here. Get out of here. You don't belong here. Get out. Sweat down. Let me take that out. When I see people doing it, I'm like, I'm never gonna lie. You don't look attractive right now. What's this? A sax is just the one.
You know what it is though? If you actually see somebody who can play and they're sophisticated in the way they play, you are gonna love trombone. It's actually a very beautiful instrument though.
No one can convince me. I've seen too many of you and I'm not interested. Like sax is so delicate, so elegant. Like that one, you're stressing. You're just come on, get out of here. Let someone else come in.
So, are you able to just play us a little something or?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think what to play.
Yeah, whatever. Whenever you're ready.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Take
man.
your time.
So I wanted to ask as well, while you're thinking about what you're gonna do, like, I just wanted to ask, like, you know, when Burna Boy makes new songs that we haven't heard yet. Like, for example, he might have a whole album that he's made that we have no idea about. Do you guys start learning how to perform those songs before it's out?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. because you have...
I read more than what he said. He said more than just his reaction and the way he responded. Yep. He says, oh.
No, because it does make sense.
It makes sense.
So basically, you're just living the life that I want to live.
that you want to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, to have like a, you know
he
what I
gets
mean?
all the exclusives. You travel the world. Like, this just sounds like so good.
It's just nice, man.
I think the cherry on the cake is being able to, like I said, do what you love, and when you're blessed enough to do with somebody that appreciates you and that you just like.
It's just
you
a
know
blessing.
What I mean, it becomes the best. And so the old band, we're like a family. So like the band. So when I say like my boy called me, the music director Emmanuel. Shout out to Emmanuel.
Shout out.
Shout out Emmanuel, man.
Emmanuel.
You're a real Emmanuel.
Yeah,
you know the meaning of
G.
Emmanuel, right?
Yeah, God with us.
Yeah, he's with you for real.
Yeah. So he called everybody together and all that stuff. And we are boys, so it's just like having fun in that. And then Burna is like the funniest guy you've ever met, man.
Really?
Yeah, I know people don't know that.
Yeah, of
People
course
see the other side, but he's like a clown. Like,
most of these artists, they really are very.
When it's in that zone, it's like
funny,
the best, the best. So it's basically just fun and just having a lot.
What have you learned anything from being in his presence, or like, is there anything that you feel like you take away from? Because a lot of these like amazing artists, he's like a global superstar, right?
Yeah.
At this point, like following someone in that position around the world, being in their presence, knowing him personally, like, and working for him, it's like following around like a legend. You're literally following him through his career. Like, do you think that you've learned anything from being in his presence, or even just knowing him, that you'll carry for life? Or that you feel like has really like made an impact on you?
Yeah, quite a few things. I think one of the lessons I've learned with Burna is that people see you as you see yourself. I know you hear that every time from people, but when you see it in action, it has a different meaning. You know what I mean? Like, I've never seen Burna being timid. Or being scared of going anywhere or doing something. If he wants to do it, even if all odds are against him doing it, he's gonna do it, and everybody's gonna accept that he's done it. You know what I mean? Like, and he'll be happy that he has done it.
That's right.
Regardless of the outcome.
That's powerful.
You know what he said is true.
It's true.
Before he plays the sax, because that beautiful woman has to be heard. I'm just gonna say this, it's a travesty that Burna didn't win the Grammys. But at the same time, I'm happy because that opens a door for what's about to happen in the future. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Do you get it? But
he's unstoppable anyway.
That's the
and
guy.
what was the other things you said? There's a few.
The Black is Beautiful.
Yeah,
the Black is Beautiful. Again, like I said, all the things that you learn when you're with these, the big artists are things that you hear about. They're nothing new.
Yeah, they're nothing new, but you see it manifest.
You see them in action, and you go like, wait, I know that this is, but I've never really like. When you get to that level, there's a lot of things they say that Black people can do.
Oh yeah, facts.
You know what I mean?
And you're seeing him just go.
He's just breaking barriers, man. He's intentional.
Very intentional.
That's the thing. He's a very, and I've come to learn that, and it has helped me through my life, my business, my career, and stuff like that. Just be intentional, regardless of what it is, man.
Facts.
That's crazy.
Just
no,
be intentional.
what you said is so important. That's the same thing with our friendship. My friendship is intentional.
Yeah.
I can do a week, 2 weeks, and not say anything, but I know that when I speak to her, you would think we've been speaking for the whole week. Now, with other things in life, that's how I like to do it. Just being intentional. Just do your stuff. Me sitting here today, I'm just co-hosting. Listen, if I was standing there and just chilling, I'm good. Because that's my intention. Intentions come from the good part. Right. Being unintentional, that's you being evil and you being a hater. Yes, I see you. Yeah, you're a hater. Yeah, that's what it is. And I love that, man. I'm so happy that...
But for real, I can imagine that's really had an impact on you. Because when you're around someone who's very, like, powerful in their mindset and in their mind, and they project that, like, I can imagine you've learnt so much from being around him.
Oh, yeah. It's a lot. Let me say this quickly, that wherever you are in life, right, don't get big-headed. Don't get
humility.
Don't get too proud about it, because there are people who are way younger than you that have gone past where you are, and I've come to see that traveling the world. I can't tell you right now.
Are you listening, Viv? That's when I'm telling Viv, why don't you get? Listen, the people that have done it before. You know, one time when you're saying about 10,000, I was like, doesn't mean nothing. Numbers don't do nothing for me. The impact is what I want. I want to go to a place where people are lying on the floor and stepping on them walking. I'm joking. I'm joking. But I would love to see that. Oh, what you're saying made an impact. I love that. Rather than
you know what you said just now. Yeah? That don't sound right with your hat on, bro.
I know. He knows. Old soldier. He knows. You know that. You know Nigeria. I can't wear this. As soon as I step on the slap, I'll get. Oh my god.
Your spirit will be outside.
I swear that.
Say, my brother, stay there. Okay, stay. Bruh.
That's facts. No, but for real, that's what I want. Impact. Like what you're saying now is Burna's impact. It's nothing else, just his impact, which is important. Imagine that. Oh, I saw Bishop. Now I can go and say to someone, I spoke to one of Burna Boy's, like the outsider. I don't even have to say Burna Boy because that's how big they are. The outsiders. Because I spoke to one of the band members, and now I get it.
Well, you know, like with everything, you can always learn something. Like,
but that's what I'm
anytime
saying,
we've sat here and spoken to someone, or even speaking to ourselves, you always learn something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know? And now I can say to them that, okay, from what I got off, I can imagine what the bandmates are like. Do you get it? Because it takes one person out of a family to say something, and you be like, I know what family this guy's from. The guy's a waste man, or the family's. No, seriously. You know what I mean? And you know this as a Nigerian guy, man. You just need to speak to the dad and know that the whole family.
Your family is messed up.
But just leave them alone. Just leave them alone. Yeah, but speaking to him, I could tell that for real, that band is gonna be loved. Hey, Burna, if you're watching, which I don't know if you're ever gonna watch this, but if you're watching, can I just I want to be a hype man at some point. Just bring
shoot your shot.
Just do this. I've just been waving flag. No, but it's nice, man. I love that. I love the fact that you've learned that from him, man. That's dope.
It's a big family, man. It's a big family.
What's your business?
So I've got music schools.
Nice.
Quite in a few places in the UK. So I've got actually in Wood Green here.
Okay.
I've got in Edgware.
Okay.
Custom House. Okay. And then Newcastle.
Wow.
Yeah.
So shout out your business, man.
Yeah, so it's Bishop Sax Music School.
Oh, nice.
So you can actually check out my website is saxsmith.com. So again, the sax is spelled SAXZ Smith.com, and you can see all of our branches there. So you can sign up your children, your kids, and all the information is up.
I love that. Yeah. If you want to learn how to play, check his website out.
Yeah.
Accessible in London.
Yeah.
Anywhere else or just London, right?
Just London at the moment, but
okay.
So I do like master classes for like advanced saxophonists. But I do that like so this year I'm actually doing around the world. Yeah, so like
that's
LA,
crazy.
New York, even in Europe and stuff like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So do you actually teach them?
Yeah, I teach. Yeah.
So you go to the like Wood Green or wherever custom house and you teach the people?
Well, personally,
yeah,
I can't do that anymore.
That's what I was thinking. So you have people
teachers,
who. So you like vet them or do you teach the teachers?
I vet them, so they can already play and then.
That's cool. That's very cool.
Yeah.
Pick up yourself.
Yeah. But also the best part is because my wife is actually a musician as well.
Wow.
So she's a saxophonist as well.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Right, it's time to wrap.
This is crazy, man.
And she is classic. She actually is classically trained, so she's actually trained musically.
Wow.
And she plays 7 instruments.
What?
So she plays one more than me, which I don't like.
Time. I was gonna ask, how did you guys meet?
Yeah, my brother, you don't even want to go there.
do you have children?
Yeah, I've got 4.
Do they play instruments too?
Yes.
Oh, get me out.
The IQ in this house is mad. Yeah.
You know the flex.
Imagine
forget
mom
the
and
IQ.
dad.
No, forget the IQ. Imagine I was a young kid, year 5, year 6-ish, and I go to school and a child hits me. I'll be like, do you know who my dad is? I'll get my Uncle Burna.
But even raising children and having a family while juggling this touring life and everything must be very hard. And you have your businesses and you're doing weddings if you can. Like, big up to yourself. You're very, you have a strong mind to be doing that.
Yeah, the children must eat.
Exactly. And most importantly, you have a very supportive wife. So shout out to your wife.
Yes,
supportive wife, man.
Shout out
You know
to
what I
my
mean?
wonderful.
Behind every intelligent man is a scary woman.
Oi. Don't believe him. This is not right.
That's funny, man. But you know, people ask me that question, man. Like, how does she do it? And now, you know, like being able to travel that much. You know, so she traveled a lot. She used to do this a lot before. You know, we got married before we had children and all that stuff. So now she's just taking the back seat.
So it's by time.
And I'm doing it now. And she actually,
Grace.
Yeah, she's in charge of the music school.
Wow,
So
man.
I just make all the contracts or make them work. She runs it, man.
That's nice.
She's in charge.
That's
of
beautiful.
It.
That's crazy.
Say no more. That means she can stand in for you if you ever like can't be bothered to.
Definitely. The problem is she might take my space. She's almost better than me.
Wow.
That would be sick, you know.
Almost better, man.
You know?
Is it like a bit of a competition? A bit.
Sometimes I can't lie, man.
You know what?
In the garage, like
I don't know.
It gets like that sometimes, man. I will lie.
You know when it gets to a stage where you're like, all right, she's got new, this, and then she's looking, and I'll do the whole, I don't want to play anymore. You got it, you have it, yeah, right.
But it gets competitive sometimes, man. Like, cause she's a vocal trainer as well, so she sings.
Oh, wow.
I can't sing for the sake of my life, man, but. She's like, so it gets crazy sometimes, and all our friends, even the band members, you know, sometimes it's a joke thing, you know. And they say, like, you know what, if you mess up, you call your wife. Bro.
That would be
like you can go, bro. It's fine, man.
Yeah, it's true.
So cool, basically, like everywhere you go, you're constantly inspired by music.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's like within you, you know.
Yeah. That's why I have that much sax in the house.
It makes sense.
All right, I think we need to wrap this up with a little something.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
I don't know. Is it gonna get into the mic? I don't know.
Yeah, it would. If it's next to it, like if it's
just make sure it's
kind of underneath. Yeah, you know this.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. What are you gonna do for us?
We're smoking. Let me
man.
get my phone ready.
Is there anything like Burna related you could do?
Listen.
And you know what? Do you know how sick that was?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something I realized. What he did there, he played it in a controlled manner.
Yeah.
Nah, that's how you know. Do you get it? You know, someone that, no disrespect to other people that can't be that professional. It's just everywhere. Give me a second.
Obviously, he's at his level, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying. Like the way he's controlled the sound, everything is like, okay, I will make it too loud.
Yeah. That was beautiful, man.
Man.
Wow.
You have a music background, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. You tell, man. Until you understand.
Yeah, man. I'm just watching. I'm like, no, this is dope.
Thank you so much for coming. Yeah.
Thank you for making it interesting.
Trust me.
I mean, rather than have someone just go, yes.
No. And we've been talking
closed
for like
questions.
We've been talking for
a
long time.
We didn't know.
A long time. So you know, for us to have that much of an in-depth conversation with you about your life, your achievements. career-wise, everything, like, amazing. And thank you so much for taking the time to come.
Nah, thank you for having me. I think you both are wonderful, man. So
appreciate
it's a blessing to. I watch a lot of your thing, by the way.
Thank
I
you.
wanted to say that.
Thank
a lot
you.
of the reactions,
Oh,
the
nice.
YouTube reactions,
Yes.
are dope, by the way.
Thank
so,
you.
That's it, Vivz. Can I get an autograph, please?
Don't beg it, man.
This is the best time to do it. Yeah,
I
man,
appreciate that, man. Finally, we made it happen.
Yeah, definitely, man. And I'm glad that Banks.
Yeah.
Banks,
is here as well.
Yeah.
So I'm
Thank you,
look out to your stuff.
Oh,
as
thank
well,
you, bro.
man. Definitely.
I'm just a small YouTuber. I've got 100.
He's
subscribers.
annoying. He's very annoying.
Help, please.
He's so
I do that to
annoying.
one. I just love doing it. Just for fun. Oh, yeah. No,
I
I appreciate it,
appreciate-
bro. I appreciate it, bro. No,
I hope you have many more achievements. So you have an amazing time
Man.
with the Outsiders and beyond. Whatever you're going to achieve
Facts.
with your saxophone is going to be amazing. So,
Yeah.
Bishop, thank you. You can have the last words.
Guys, keep listening, keep watching this channel, and I hope you guys have really enjoyed this whole conversation, and hopefully I get to come back.
Oh, nice.
Yes, of course.
You heard
You're
it from the
welcome.
outsider's mouth.
Thank you, guys. Bye.